Well, so much good stuff right here. The Hens still struggling to put some wins together, but they get a couple on the road. But now we switch gears because there is plenty of midsummer action happening down at the Speedway. Let's get you all caught up each Sunday with the latest and greatest in local motorsports. We head down now to CJ Perry and Steve Ronkowitz.
It's time for your weekly racing recap. I'm CJ Perry alongside Steve Ronkowitz. Steve, we're at Flat Rock Speedway, and we had a makeup feature in the figure eight. So a lot of racing tonight. We had the late models, street stocks, 38 cars in the street stocks tonight.
Yeah, it's great to have a good car count here. We had a decent car count for the late models as well. And the figure eights, as always, pretty good racing from those guys.
All right, let's take a look at the highlights from Flat Rock Speedway. We'll start off, Steve. We had a makeup feature in the figure eights. They were washed out July 30th, probably the only time in the region that two racetracks were rained out on successive nights. Toledo and Flat Rock both rained out. With Billy Early, though, he's the points leader in the figure eight division. It just took some time for him to get up there and contend tonight, but once he did, he made this race his own. In the late models, Jimmy Thiel, who right now is probably racing as good as he has been in his career, he's got 2 wins this season. Tonight, you had Frank Giovanni on your tail, you had Stan Yee, you had Cronin Wet, you had Justin Schroeder attacking you all night long, but Jimmy Thiel ended up with this win, just a good, strong victory for Thiel.
It was almost like, a plow horse. He just kept plodding along, never let anybody get up to him. Justin Schroeder looked like he had the fastest car much of that race, but he was just never able to get to a position where he could get by Thiel. Thiel just found the part of the racetrack where he could run well. Nobody was going to catch him from that point.
In the street stock A-Main, Rob Moore, how good was his car on the low side? And he wanted to be there. So did Landon Schuster, and Landon Schuster did everything he could to try to get up and rattle Rob Moore. Moore wasn't going anywhere. In the end, Schuster making enough power in getting through. All he needed was a nose, and then that's what he got, and that's how he got the checkered flag.
Well, we talked about it, the fact that there was no way that it was any way that he was going to be able to get by on the bottom side of the racetrack because he would never get there. And Rob Moore just kept being on the bottom side. Schuster could never get there. Comes down to the final lap. Landon Schuster looks like he's hung out to dry, but somehow, some way, he got up enough power, got high enough on the racetrack, he was able to get by Rob Moore just by a nose, and Greg Stute was on the inside.
So, Steve, as always, if you come to Flat Rock Speedway, it's a quarter mile, so it's tight racing all the way around. I think in the street stocks, though, a little bit tight for Landon Schuster, but still comes away with the checker.
Boy, that was a great win for Landon Schuster. We never thought he was going to be able to get to that victory, but it just shows that you never give up on this racetrack. You can go low, you can go high, and you can go really high, and that's what he did.
Got him by a nose, and that's what counts. All right, that's going to do it for us. For Steve Ronkowitz, I'm CJ Perry. There is your weekly racing recap.